And you can never have enough of that. So we'll bring it again. What do you say? It's some 34 minutes after 7. You're on the AM show. And we're bringing you a conversation that perhaps we've never had on the show before. So we're reviewing, if you like, the creative arts as it has unfolded in the year 2017, just before we close the chapter. And I've got some great guys joining me. Of course, my co-host, Andrew, is not new. So Andrew Tando Adote. Yeah, he's on my side. We're doing this together. But he also has What Did It For Him in the year 2017. But another colleague, Prince Chagan, who's head of production with Hits 103.9 FM is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
The Dawn, you say with team.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. And Kwame Datsi is with City FM. He's been a very good friend for a while now. So it's good to see. It's good to have you on my show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Afisha to all of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Many happy returns. I like Christmas night.
Let's mix it. Perhaps I'll start with you, Kwame, because you compiled your top 10
stories.
Exactly. Yeah. And we pulled it up this morning. So perhaps I can just start with you. And then we're just also going to put it on the screen.
Exactly.
And then in between, we'll take What Did It For You in 2017, anything that we missed. So let's go through what you've put together.
All right, so I put together these stories.
Especially on the screen now.
Stories that made headlines in 2017. And I'm talking about stories that actually got people talking, even people outside the core entertainment fraternity. You know, these are not ordinary industry issues in the arts and creative arts entertainment circles. So I decided to look through, and in the year 2017, one of the stories that really got people talking was the Ifya Schwarzenegger issue, the divorce, or is it the video? As of now, the case is still in court.
Yeah.
There are new charges. I hear there are new charges of theft and all that. So it was one big story that broke the internet because of that particular video that went viral. A video that had Ifya Schwarzenegger and the husband, an alleged cheating in the video. I think it was a very big story in 2017. And then we also had one young lady, Rashida. Rashida was very popular in 2016 for insulting a boyfriend, the Malafaka.
Yeah.
You get it. And then all of a sudden, she became a celebrity. Social media is doing magic. Once you pull out any stunt or you do anything controversial on social media, the possibility of being a celebrity is high. And so I even hear she was featured in a movie. So now, from a social media sensation to an actress.
Yeah, I guess maybe by the time we're done with this, we will define celebrity, who a celebrity is and who a popular person is. there's some kind of dispute. Is she a celebrity or she's a popular person?
Okay, so she also got her video out. I don't know how it really got out. She says somebody leaked a video that had JJ out. It was nasty video, if you tell me. And the Brekum police arrested her during that time. I personally was in contact with the police, but it got to a time they're not picking my calls again. I don't know, because they invited her for questioning to know how the video got out and all that, because you know it was indecent exposure, so it was against the law. So that also happened in 2017, or has happened in 2017. And then Stonebwoy got married to Dr. Louisa and so on. And people were shocked. It was Stonebwoy.
It's true.
Yeah,
like, how did he even find her? Yeah. Where did they meet? Nobody had seen them together.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. The ceremony was nice as well. People were talking about this marriage ceremony. And I heard a few weeks after the marriage, people were saying they had seen the wife pregnant.
But is that true? Has it been verified?
How true is that?
Then on.
No, you say it.
Okay, you say it.
Then there was Kelsong Sarkodie singing Jennifer Lomote. When the Krubo people came after them for making reference to something they don't want to hear. The Comfort Noche story.
Yeah.
And it really made the song very popular. Okay, so Jennifer Lomote was also very topical in 2017. It resulted in some court threads here and there.
They changed the lyrics. I mean, they changed the
didn't do
particular
anything
verse.
to it. No.
I thought they took it out.
No.
No.
Yeah,
They didn't do
it wasn't
anything to
edited?
No,
It wasn't edited.
Oh, so it's still same.
Yeah, same. You see, the Krobo Youth Association, the Kluma, Hengme, threatened to sue them if they did not delay that portion or came to them to pay the 2 million Ghana cedis as compensation for the tarnishing their image. You see, so but they didn't budge, so it still holds.
Okay.
The song has been doing so well on the music scene. Then Christabel Eke.
Those nude photos.
Yeah, the nude photos.
Yeah.
So you know a lot of scandals in
Exactly.
the negative news in 2017.
So was she saying then?
I don't know, but she said that it was another hair. It's a different me. That was what she said, and we didn't know whether it was deliberate to do that. But it also happened in 2017. Then Joe Metal won the Artist of the Year VGMA. First time a gospel musician was winning the topmost award in the VGMA. So it was also a very big story because prior to that, people had argued whether it was very possible for a gospel musician to win that award. And Joe Metal, the year 2016, because he was awarded for the 2016 job that he did, people doubted. There were great artists in the category, and Joe Metal winning, I think, but it was a plus for the gospel fraternity because they thought it was time they also had a place in the scheme of things. VGMA is a very big award scheme, so to have a gospel musician winning the overall Artist of the Year, I think it was a plus for them. So another big story that has happened 2017.
So this is what, number 5?
This is like number 6. Number 6.
Okay, cool.
So number 7. I should have started from the bottom to the top.
It's true.
But
okay, but it's
descending.
fine.
Okay. So number 7, VGMA prior to its main ceremony had some controversies, scandals, if you like. There was a bribery allegation against certain people. George Kwe actually made a statement that if you talk about people who try to bribe their way through the award scheme, it was gospel musicians. And then they got mad at him. Him and Messi pulled out of the awards. OJ pulled out. And they actually say that until George was able to tell which of the gospel artists tried to bribe their way through the award scheme, they were not going to be part of the award scheme again. So that also happened in 2017. And then later, it resulted in a lot of debates, controversies. I even remember Kwesi Abuaje said if George was not able to tell which of the gospel musicians bribed, then perhaps he was the one who took the bribe.
I remember that.
And George had to write to the NCA. They had to let Kwesi Abuaje come and apologize on radio. So it was quite dramatic. 2017 has been a lot of drama in the arts industry. Then you remember the Ghana 60-year-on celebration.
Yes, Chief Moman is supposed to be on the show. Actually, he's on his way. So
you remember the Jacko and his crew performing at the Independence Parade. You remember even prior to the main parade. Remember the gospel concert that had Des Moines as a headline.
Exactly, that was also very controversial
because people thought that we are celebrating our anniversary. Why bring a foreign artist to headline a gospel concert? So it was also big in 2017. Then we all heard or saw a dance called One Corner.
Patapa.
One Corner till now is big, even though.
Is it still hot?
I think people.
I thought it died.
Not dying like that, but you see, it is not the type of song that will live very long. It's gone down a little bit, but still strong. It's been able to make its way into other countries, Nigeria, Don Jazzy and co. Jumping into it.
Has it?
Yeah, it's in Nigeria. you see. So he's not doing that bad, and so it's one dance.
We'll come and talk about whether or not, because whether or not Patapaa took advantage of that to be big himself. Maybe the song is in Nigeria, but is he himself in Nigeria?
I think he's been making some tours. I think he's been to Nigeria and other.
He's been to Nigeria. I hear he was a surprise act at the Tema Fest or something like that.
Surprise what?
Act.
About Nigeria, I don't think so.
Okay.
We just know that he's made a lot of that is his music.
Exactly.
But his personality is missing. And people have blamed it on bad management, you know. And his manager is one of us. Godfrey Bupin.
Oh, okay.
So one corner has been big in 2017, but you see, we've had some people come to talk about the fact that the dance is evil, it's demonic. We've had pastors, men and women of God. Sonny Badu has spoken against. A lot of people have spoken against it, and we also had reports of people who were performing the dance and were either hurt or engaged in accidents in some parts of the country. So I don't know. Prior to that, people had said that perhaps he went to. He
went to one corner. Oh God!
He went to one corner. And then recently, the Miss Ghana issue.
Yes.
And I think that issue is still pending.
Yeah,
because we've not had the organizers come to respond to the specific.
Well, we've had lawyers issue statements.
No, preventing us from talking about it.
You can't prevent us from talking about it.
You see, but we've not had the organizers responding to the specific allegations being leveled against.
Arnold still speaks for the pageant, because the last time I thought I heard that he was on Peace FM and everybody was excited that he was going to speak to the issues.
But perhaps he's not in a position to respond to those things that were raised in the allegation.
Amazing.
So all these things are.
So that's your top 10 list.
Top 10.
Fantastic.
Yeah. A lot of other things happened though.
Yeah.
But I think these ones got people talking, even people outside the art fraternity.
Yeah. Prince.
Yeah. I think Kwame Dazi has picked some of mine top 10. But I think I have others that he didn't touch on.
Okay.
Now, the first one, John Dumelo's car issue.
And that came with the administration, it ushered in.
That was one of the biggest stories because it looks like he was caught in the act of trying to change the car color, and it didn't sound so good. And for me, John has this hallowing over his head. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get rid of it, but I hope he's able to turn this around.
Well, we seem to have forgotten about it. You just brought it up.
Yes, I just want to remind us that it didn't happen in 2017. That even got the British High Commissioner even talking till date. Anytime he sees a repainted V8, he's going to remember John Dumelo. He put up some tweets some time back. Trying to mock.
I'm not cutting you. And to add to John Dumelo's issue, the same John Dumelo also had an issue with the A1 bread seller.
Yes.
I think it was also a very big story.
Yeah, a very big story.
Did he? And some people said he helped the brand because the brand is actually everywhere now.
Of course. The guy is now really selling. The guy is everywhere.
Yeah. He's now visible. It's his.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. It's very possible.
But I remember you bashing him and giving it to him.
Yeah. Now it is normal. Now there's another one that caught the attention of Ghanaians that made a housefly very popular. Excuse me if you're eating Rashida housefly. Remember this social media girl? I think you touched on that one. Yes, and TikTok walking out of GH1 studios.
Wow. Yeah.
Just imagine I walk out of your studios on you right now. How you feel?
But that story was fleeting. It didn't last long.
Yes, but it got everybody talking. It's like people were wondering whether what he did was professional or whether it was right for him to walk out on
I watched the video. I still don't know how I feel about that.
And the lady was kweku, and I was like, And then it's like, so when I was like, wow. So it got everybody talking, and up to now, I think it's died down now.
Yes.
Now, and the other one, Shatawale Wizkid beef.
Okay.
Entering
Nigeria with free Wi-Fi.
He talked about that. He's entered Nigeria. Actually, people have Googled to find out who Shatawale is, because either people did not really pay attention to his brand. So he's made some inroads, but as to whether he can maximize on that to actually build his career is another thing than in Nigeria. Now, it came along with TikTok also calling for his arrest. You know, he was firing shots, mentioning names of Davido, Wizkid, Pato Ranking. He was invited by the police, which everybody was glad. But he actually said the video was doctored. And people say, wow, Shatta Wale is now running away from trouble.
Yeah.
We thought he would say, yeah, I shot the gun, I mentioned their names. But he claimed that it was because people normally come to steal car batteries in front of his house. So he just wanted to let them know that he has a gun, you know. But he didn't mention any name with the shots because that connotes threat to life.
Yeah.
And he denied that flatly. Now, another one is Abna Ko. It's like Kwame, you forgot about Abna.
You say wait, see.
You say wait, see.
Oh my God.
Abna Koko, yeah, she mentioned some names of top personalities in GH. I mean, like, yeah, she slept with them and blah, blah, blah.
I saw your name.
No.
Maybe Andrew.
This created a lot of controversy in town. Like people got angry.
Yeah.
We saw, I mean, press releases from people stating that, look, if you talk about it, I'll sue you. That's akin to the Miss Ghana stuff,
exactly.
you know. And for me, that also did last for a while. Now, the other one that happened recently was Randy Nunu. I don't know whether you know him, musician Randy Nunu.
Yes,
He's been arrested for duping a Gamro client of 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh, excellent.
Now, interestingly enough, this is the same Randy Nunu who is vying to be on the interim management board of Gamro. And people are asking, oh, you've already started stealing money even before joining, like...
But has it been proven?
No,
has it been proven?
It has been proven.
Yes.
No, we have receipts.
Yeah.
There are receipts.
No,
to
okay,
the
but
effect.
has it been pronounced guilty?
Guilty.
What? For now,
So
the case is
so that's an alleged case
It's
then.
with the police as we speak now.
Okay.
And he was granted bail yesterday.
Okay.
He actually spent
So
the
this
night.
is fresh?
He actually spent the night. Yeah. Yes, this is just fresh.
But it's still an alleged theft.
Yes. Okay, from our end here on TV, we can say it's an alleged.
But from Gamro's end.
From us, Gamro, I am a PR of Gamro. I have seen evidence.
You know something we don't know.
Yes, that is so. That is so. I have seen evidence to that fact. And it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's one of the scandals we need to talk about.
So that's one of the scandals that will lead us into 2018 then.
Yes, in fact, it's going to
this
go
will cross over. It will cross over to take over.
Now, A+ alleges that, I mean, 2 presidential staffers are corrupt. You know, another issue that really saw the whole of social media talking, everybody talking. And it's like he was invited by the police, and what he got to defend himself was that, like, Charlie, this Facebook account was not put up by me. Somebody else put this thing up in my name, so I didn't do that. Another very interesting scenario. People thought A+ would accept the blame. Oh, Charlie, I wrote it. And so what? But Charlie, A+ poo foot. Nobody ran away by poo foot. So that's also something that really got people talking. And this one will make you sad. Kabadais.
Oh,
yes. It's something we cannot forget.
No,
in
we cannot.
2017, one of our own.
Definitely.
Abna, Bafo, Asari Bafo. Echampong.
Yeah,
lost his life.
Yeah, that's true.
Papa Yansing also as well.
Rama Bedu.
Yeah, so this year at least, we've lost some great people. And I think he's mentioned George Quay's one. And another one that I would like to put across finally is the fact that the gospel fraternity doesn't support their own. It has been made evident by the fact that, you know, recently there was a war concert held at the Action Chapel.
I was there.
An auditorium that could take 4,000 people had only about 30 people sitting in there.
Ooh.
A lot of media people.
Just media people and some gospel,
artists, the performers.
And people are saying, wow, is this what the gospel fraternity is doing to their own? They won't support. But when it comes to the VGMEs, there's a secular event, you find them rushing. They want to do the same
issue
thing.
isn't as simple as we
want to look at it.
A lot of factors contributed to this.
To that particular one.
Exactly.
No, but you know, clearly, that has been the trend on gospel issues.
Really, because there have
in
been
Accra, especially in Accra,
gospel programs that had people attend.
Now, quickly, just to give you an example, is the GGIA, Ghana Gospel Industry Awards, organized by Multimedia some years back. They started, and it looks like I was part of the board at the time, and you could tell that the kind of energy that, I mean, we saw at events, I mean, was missing in there.
Yeah.
And after 2-3 years, we noticed that the excitement was not that strong. They would prefer to be on the stage with Shatawale and Sarkodie. And when they are with their own, you don't feel, I don't know, but it's something we need to talk about. It's something that we need to address. Maybe it might bring their minds to it that they are failing the gospel industry.
Yeah.
But in Kumasi, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Because in Kumasi, it looks like any gospel event is upheld.
Yeah.
People say Kumasi is the hub of gospel music.
Yeah, they know how to support their own.
Yes.
Whether
So
it's music
for me,
or
these are my top.
Okay.
Top
Andrew.
10 issues.
Well,
We actually talked about it a bit.
yeah, I've got
You know,
some
before.
new ideas.
All right.
As a theater person, I think
Yeah.
I'll approach this from that angle. It's been a good year for theater in Ghana. There's been quite a few groups that have been putting stuff up, both on a national scale and in their own groups. Riverman has been doing this. This is our 9th year.
Yeah.
We've done 35 plays in 9 years. It's been another year for 4 solid plays. We are still in a Festival of Plays season, so we have 2 more plays to go. First is Nicolas. First and second, Nicolas. Everyone has a secret, and also this debate on who is a celebrity. You know, I think we've had debates even among ourselves as friends in our own zones. That what is this? Who is a celebrity in Ghana? Who is a star in Ghana? Who is a popular?
You're my celebrity.
Okay, so it is. Is celebrity lies in it lies in the eyes of the beholder, right? I don't know.
Maybe. No, but it shouldn't. We should have a definition. I think we've tried to define this before. Yeah. But how would you define a celebrity?
I don't know. There have been so many different ideas and definitions and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's up for debate. Shatawale insulting everybody. That one is the bodyguard slapping incident. We still don't know whether it was deliberate, it was planned. The guy himself came out to say, if he has slapped me, is it to your face? Yes. Anybody who he said people were calling him to betray him.
But he got a bike or something. Didn't he get a gift?
And
it made it made a lot. It inspired a lot of guys to also go and give their cheeks for the cause. Yeah.
Can I?
Pardon? you give me BMW. The Kum Kum Bajia stars coming to Ghana.
Oh yeah.
I found that absolutely hilarious. I didn't know what to think of that. We've made people. Is it a case of us not supporting our own and making another brand so popular that they come or we really have ourselves to blame. We are not generating the content that will make our own stars, and rather I think
we're not generating enough. We can't feed ourselves and be satisfied.
And then Sarkodie, they're pulling out of the One Africa concert. That also was a whole issue going on there. We never really got to know what exactly happened. Was it something Sark was caught in the middle of, or was it a sabotage that he was sabotaged? We don't know.
And on that note, I want to ask what happened at Rapaholic, because I heard was apologizing for what?
Yeah,
late start of the show.
Okay. I think one of your ladies claimed she was manhandled. AJ.
My ladies?
One of your ladies.
Oh, at CTFM?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, I read something like that. And
you say what tea?
Yeah, you say
the Dons.
And then, speaking of concerts, sabotage, Shatta also mounted a stage at one of these concerts, and once he mounted the stage, he didn't let anybody else perform.
That's the Samini Shatta.
Yeah. But there are also issues to that particular angle.
Yeah. Okay. There was a lineup, wasn't there?
Yes. There was a lineup.
Decided to.
No, there was a lineup, and he was billed to perform for 1 hour 30 minutes. I mean, he had the longest time to perform, obviously. So the only change was that he was billed to perform at 4. but it was changed to around 12:1.
Did he change it himself?
Yeah, well, according to him, his father called the organizers. His father called the organizers, and I would wonder that, oh, Shatta, a big boy like you, what is your father doing?
Daddy's boy.
Daddy's boy, yeah. His father called the organizers to tell them that he would be
My
going
son has
somewhere.
to come home.
So he's a comedian. He's a comedian.
So he jumped on the stage, and after him,
And
the whole thing, he closed the event.
Yeah. I heard he said that, look, the rest of the people backstage don't have hits.
And then, of course, that whole talk about the Ghana movie industry dying, and whether it's true or not, people are talking about it. Is it that we don't have, again, content? We don't have our own material that we can maximize to, get the industry going or not? So those are the few things.
People presenting a petition to Otumfuo in that regard.
To do what?
People.
What do they want to?
Well, they wanted Otumfuo to speak to powers that be to make the movie industry vibrant. And they did that. They did demonstration.
Yeah, in fact, they were targeting
and presented a petition to Otumfuo. I don't know what became of that particular petition.
Nothing really.
No, nothing.
Okay, so some of the things. Funny Face, was it in 2017 that a lot of things unfolded with Funny Face?
Hey. Yeah. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, man. How could we forget about this?
2 minutes or 1 minute?
Let's be charitable. 2 minutes. The lady said 2 minutes allegedly. She came out to say she did not say. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because, and one thing is that, like, working for the police, you can't come out and make certain statements, about your private life. So maybe some are saying that she quickly had to say that to save her skin, because it would have been wrong professionally for her to make any comment of that sort. Yes, but people are also saying that it could be true. People were saying that Funny Face's ex-girlfriends have confirmed the story. How far that is true, we do not know.
Yeah,
I think what I liked about it was we didn't see her or hear her say anything herself.
Yes.
But with Funny Face, we saw the videos that he made. In response.
It was in bad taste.
That was,
It was in bad taste. Yeah, very bad taste.
And then you became PRO for the Ghana
Arts and Tourism Writers Association.
Exactly. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's big. And then Joy's Blessing.
Yeah.
The accident.
Can you think far?
Has there been an accident?
Really?
Okay,
not true.
I've seen pictures.
Can you think far?
I've not actually bothered to find out details.
Because you don't believe the story.
Not that I don't believe it, but I don't know for reasons.
Some can't wait.
But I've read that there was an accident on their way to, I think, Koko.
On Christmas Day.
But have we seen pictures of those involved in the accident?
No.
I've seen pictures of the mangled
vehicle.
Yeah. But we haven't seen the human beings.
I've not seen the human being.
I read a statement that said, she was doing well.
Yeah, and the rest, I think there were 4 people in the car. They said they are all responding to treatment. Yeah, but for me, I don't know. I'm a bit confused about that story, because nobody would deliberately mangle a car to that extent.
Why do you say deliberate?
Some people are not too comfortable with the story. They feel it's like Sami's hype. Sami go bang it in hand sometimes in the accident. Well, actually nothing happened. So people they feel say it's on hype. But for me, I think we should look beyond it. I would investigate to find out how far it's true. Because some of the characters. Anyway, we can keep that.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk. You brought the Ghana movie industry.
Yeah.
And I thought, so we'll have that conversation. I want us to talk about the industry as it is. How did the industry gain in 2017? Did the industry lose as well? I mean, what is new with the Ghana movie industry? And I'll start with you, because you brought the subject up first.
Yes. I interviewed a few actors on my show, The Tonight Show, and the sentiment seemed to be that, things are not going well in the industry. And one of them said, at these international African, not even on the European scene, but even within Africa, an international film festival happened, and we only had 1 or 2 entries, but other countries had maybe more than 5 and stuff like that. And we had the only movies that qualified to actually go there was, I think, Keteke. And that was the only movie that made it in there. And he said it's a reflection on what is going on in the industry. So they are saying things aren't well.
Yeah.
It may not be dead, but things aren't going very well.
Last time you saw a Ghanaian movie?
It's been a while. I'm looking forward to watch that one because I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I saw my movie watching days have kind of gone because a lot of things are happening with me now. So the days when I used to sit down and just watch movies, you know, are kind of slowly going behind me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I watched a Ghanaian movie. Yes.
All right. My director Fred Potiphar is just reminding me of Abraham Atta being made the ambassador
for
the
Free
Free SHS ambassador. Yeah, that was also.
Yeah, people talk. Ghana people they talk.
Yeah, but let's go back to the movie industry. I'll come to you, Kwame, and then I'll come to you, Prince, afterwards. Did we gain in 2017?
I don't think so, because we've had a lot of these movie makers come out to bemoan the activities of the industry. Most of them say the industry is dying. We've heard from the local language speaking movie makers, from those we call the plashy or the plash movie. Glamour movie. I don't know why we call it.
Those who sleep with their makeup and
those who do their movies in English. Yes, if you like. They've also come out to say the movie industry is taking a nosedive or has taken a nosedive. The year under review, 2017, we've seen movies like John and John, which also got into some controversy. Tim Green, who is a South African director of the Scheme movie, later on came out to say that Kofi Asamoah stole is too harsh. Did not seek any permission.
Harshly bird.
Yeah. But initially, Kojo told us that he actually sought permission from.
I don't know why you don't want to call him
Green.
He stole it.
and he, one thing that I dislike about some of our acts is when you say something and later on you realize you erred, just come out and apologize.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kofi didn't come out to say anything after Tim had come out to say you didn't seek permission from me. And I think that was so unfair to we, the people that you said. So it happened 2017. Keteke also had Deranged by Nadia.
Oh yeah.
Deranged, then Potato by Shelley Frimpongman. So it's been premiered in Nigeria and some African countries.
And then was premiered here.
Premiered here as well. And then I think we've had, talking about series on television, we've had Katie Harvest Makola.
Oh yeah, Katie Harvest Makola. Massive this year.
The Distinct.
Yeah, the Distinct became the Distinct. Yeah.
So this thing is doing well. And then I think talking about theatre, Roverman Productions, Latif.
Yeah. Chief Moment with Ghana. Ghana at 60 was this year. Right?
Yeah, he said another Ogbejeke after the Ghana 60 incident. You know, the first one was due April. We couldn't come off because of his financial problems.
Yeah, because the funds had been locked up somewhere.
Later date, and then it was great. Yeah, so I think we are seeing some improvement, particularly in the theatre, even though it's not where we want to see it. I think we've had some improvement. A lot of people are also patronizing. I don't know from their side.
But Roverman still enjoys
the biggest
patronage, if you like.
Because, you know, they've done this for so many years and they've had experience, if you like. They have the clout, they have everything. They're doing so well. But I believe that we still need to educate the people more on theatre and how important it is.
But what are the centres, really? You only have the National Theatre if you're doing, seriously. And the last time I went to the National Theatre, I felt hot at some points.
Oh, you're talking about
so not comfortable.
Talking about you felt hot National Theatre. Okay, they've promised they're buying mobile AC because of the noise we made earlier on that the place was hot. We've been complaining about it. Some people think it's empty noise, but I think the authorities are yielding to our plea.
But the National Theatre is not enough. is not enough.
Okay,
you
but
can't
we've
just have
been
one.
promised 9 theaters across the country.
Yeah.
9 theaters in every region. I think we're starting from Takoradi.
In fact, you will be able to speak to that. Correct? Yeah. So just note all the things down there. We'll come to you for an address.
Theaters, at the centers. But Mavi, you know one interesting thing. Most of the cultural centers or art centers in the regions are not in good shape. I lived most parts of my life in Koforidua. And I should say this, when you go to the art center in Koforidua, it is not one that would attract anybody to go there and do any show. And I believe it's same with other regions, because I've had reports from people from other parts of the country who have also said, yes, you go to the art center and you ask if this is anything that we can use to hold programs. And over the years, we've had government tell us that we're going to renovate the art centers. Do
we have one district, one center, one entertainment center, or there's nothing like that?
We have one region, one theater.
Okay,
And that's what we're looking forward to.
But has anything happened yet?
We've not seen anything
yet. It's too early, they say. It's just been
not too
1
early.
year.
I believe we should see. I see.
Say what you like. Something happens.
You look at sort of.
Okay, but it's just a year, so it's too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
We're yet to be given a fund. We're yet to be given a fund, and even to get a fund, we need to conduct a feasibility studies into how feasible.
Oh my God! How much does that cost in the first place?
I don't know.
Anyway, just asking.
Maybe 2 million.
Okay, cool. That's a nice one. Prince, movie industry.
I feel the movie industry hasn't really gained that much in 2017, save for the fact that they've made a lot of noise about the plight of the industry. For me, that is at least a step ahead.
Is it dying or is dead? Because I've heard dying for a very long time.
It's comatose. It's in coma.
Okay.
I know die. Active. It's in hibernation.
Okay.
If you ask me.
Okay.
Some of us saw it coming long ago. We said the people insulted us. Yes, that we don't know what we are talking about. The likes of this guy, what's his name? Abeku Sego. Abeku Sego and Kobe Rana. On Hits FM, the people tore me apart. And I said, look at you.
Because also tear people apart sometimes.
Yeah, anyway, but
you mentioned Kobe Rana. Is it the same? There's a video that was trending.
Yeah, of the guy
greater
with
part of that.
Yeah.
Is that thing real?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Kobe has a small feet, and according to Councillor Utrots, the feet of a man is compared to the size of his penis. That is what Utrots is saying. I don't know how far that is true. Yeah, but if you want to go by that statistic, I don't think.
Let's go back to the movies.
Now let's get back. Now I feel that they clamored for a broadcasting bill to be passed in their favor, like the movie industry that will give a 70% showing to them as against the foreign content of 30%. Now I feel that is a good move they pushed, but can they sustain it? That is the question, and I don't think they can. We don't have the technical know-how now. Some people are doing well, but they are isolated cases. And for me, when there are isolated cases of success, you can't call it success because it's limited. It should be on a wide scale. Then you can say the industry is vibrant. But when you have just 1 or 2 cases happening, and you want to base that to say the industry is not dead, you are deceiving yourself. So for me, I think a lot needs to be done about the industry. Now look at the abysmal performance Ijako put up, Ghana 60. Can you imagine that? He was given a lot of money, and look at what they put up. Mics were not working, no coordination, lack of clarity in even the story concept, etc. He gave Ghanaians away. Like, you've even been given money to do it. Look at the shambolic act.
That's how you define what you saw?
No, Ghanaians generally, I don't know.
Kind of
I don't know, but Kwame Dazi is here. He's also been doing a lot of write-ups and listening and watching. I don't know whether he has also heard people say that it was a bad performance. I don't know. You've heard.
But you're not saying.
So for me, I think that the movie industry needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
It goes beyond the actors. We need intervention of the state. Because from where things are going, it doesn't look good. Moreover, I think that practitioners should update their knowledge. We have a lot of amateurs in the system, trust me.
Sure.
And
so what should the state do? As in put in money or what? What exactly?
yeah, the structures need to be put in place. The structures need to be put in place. They must have a marketing outlet, a distribution outlet. Things that, I mean, apart from that, I think we must also inject, what do you call it, a bit of foreign technical knowledge, which I think we have started doing, like some collabos with people who are ahead of us in the business. It's very important because you get to learn certain things that you did not know.
Like Kunkumbaga is doing.
Yes.
Indian
excellent thing. Excellent. Sure. Excellent. You see, there's one thing.
But listen,
with this digital age, you can't force.
If Kukumbanya wasn't there, what would the people be watching? Hello?
Hello, hi. Thank you.
That's a question for you.
Yes. and I think that, I mean, it's good because at least they sustain the interest of, I mean, the industry in Ghana. People are complaining about.
Collaborate with Ghanaians.
Yes, that's
there's already a collaboration going on.
There's an MOU that the industry participants have not seen.
You want to see it before you believe it.
But look, the thing concerns me, and I don't know anything about it, and you are telling me that you signed something on my behalf. No, I can't think
okay, we sadly we have to wrap this up. I thought we'll finish on with music since we've talking. Oh, there was Bukom Banku and Basti. Bukom Banku has like this year has been his year, and he became white and then he became black, and you know,
and he
became a honey hog.
And he was beating.
And he was beating. Yeah, but listen, what I think it would be good for us to finish up with music.
Yeah.
What has changed in music? We've come a very long way. And then, of course, Joe Metal crowned Artist of the Year. And one of my guys, Fancy Gadam, also new artist. Yes, that's it. So what has changed for you in the industry? Quickly, we'll do this real quick.
The emergence of new sounds, new talents that are coming in the system. Like I said, I also interviewed a few musicians in the system. I interviewed Lil Shaker and Kojo Q, and the sound that they came out with was very interesting. They're going back to, they said they were going back to the old school rap and stuff like that. And I've seen little other musicians wanting to strike their own lane, and I find it very refreshing, and I find it very healthy for the music industry. So I think we have Joey B went to Coke Studio, represented Ghana really well and stuff like that. So the music industry is looking really good in my opinion.
Okay, Prince.
For me, Ebony's emergence onto the scene has done it for me, Charlie. Ebony has given some color,
He's ebonized you.
Yeah, and for me, I think I might put my head on the line today. She will win Artist of the Year.
She has to win.
She has to win.
Really?
For the first female Artist of the Year,
wait, hang
Ebony
on.
has to nail it.
Fred, I beg you, give me a minute. What would do it for her to be Artist of the Year? Because I've heard a lot of people say that she's such a terrible performer.
No, not terrible. She does well.
No.
Yeah?
She does well.
So
her
stage performance is cool.
She has audience appeal.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. She signed on shows till February.
Yeah. She has the hit
songs. Yes, hit songs, and people are like crazy about her.
Is she our biggest female act?
Look,
in 2017?
In fact, at a point in time, she was the biggest artist in Ghana until Shatawale came to make some noise. Ebony was the most talked about artist until Shatta did something recently, the slapping, that brought him back to the trending list. So for a while, even Ebony overtook Shatawale in terms of...
So she's your Artist of the Year?
Yes, she's my Artist of the Year.
She's my Artist of the Year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So
am I lost somewhere
Pastor said they wanted to come and sing sponsor. You want me to Ebony can sing?
Well, my soundman Dennis Thompson also seemed to agree with you. Is it that perhaps I have not taken my time to have a feel of her? What is my problem? I have a problem.
Yes, you have a big problem.
Okay,
It's because, you see, I know you are a stand supporter of Miss V.
Oh!
And Miss B is supposed to be the reigning dancehall queen. So now that Ebony has come to take over, it's difficult for you to
No
accept the
way. I have actually not thought about that.
Remember, Miss B, Mata,
But I won't put, listen, Miss B is my girl.
I know.
I am not going to put her together with Ebony. Like, I'm not even going to make a choice. You get what I mean? Miss B is Miss B, y'all.
All right. But I like it as well. But it looks like she has to do something. It looks like Ebony.
She has to go a bit naked or what?
No, you see,
she has to dress like what? Like,
Miss
I don't know.
Brand, it's not a representative of dance hall. She's too gentle and
really
decent. Yes.
What would you have her do?
No, dance hall, Charlie, is like radical, Charlie, kinky, Charlie. Yeah,
this
is
my prediction.
Yes.
Miss V would last. You see the way Efia is able to be on her own and last.
Becca is also another example.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Miss V will last. I think Ebony will have to do extra work to last. It's one of those arts that I feel, like she come and she get the place more and then just vanish.
I agree. But we're talking about 2017, the work they've done.
Whatever.
And she's on top.
So she's your artist of the year as well?
She vanishes.
Do you feel the same? Ebony,
he does.
artist of the year.
I'm on the fence.
No, she's not on the fence.
Okay, all right.
Just being careful, that's all.
I think it's a good point for us to wrap this up. But maybe just what are we taking into 2018? How do we see 2018 for this industry? What do you think would stand out? There's been a lot of poetry and music. Yeah. Those who perform with either the guitar or the piano. We've seen a lot of those people also come out this year. Mm-hmm. I wonder how you see 2018 for this creative arts industry. How would it go?
I choose to be very optimistic about 2018. In movies, I'm some things. I'm hearing of some projects that are making me very happy.
Okay.
Music, the artists that are coming out are going to really shake the system.
Yeah.
I don't know what Shatta is going to do next year.
He has to record like 200 in the night.
Yeah, and.
He's going to strangle his bodyguard this time.
Oh no! Theater, we Roverman. I can speaking for Roverman. We have a lot of. We don't know what we're going to perform next year, but we know that come March we'll have something.
We'll have a first
we'll
quarter
have something to perform, and I know other groups are also gearing up to make 2018 wonderful.
Okay.
So I'm very optimistic.
All right, Prince, quickly.
Well, for me, the likes of Kidi, Kwame Eugene have brought a fresh breath into the music industry in Ghana.
Yeah.
At least they've made us know that, they can revolutionize the system. Because it looks like Nigerians took over our system, whether we like it or not. Except for the likes of Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, just one or two, but Ghanaians love Nigerian music that much. And for me, this Kwame Eugene and Kidi's entrance into the scene has mitigated that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that even this guy, Davido, jumped on Kwame Eugene's, Kidi's song and did a remix without him being invited. It shows some growth.
Yeah.
For me, it's good.
Yeah.
But we need to continue in that vein. Enough of the noisy music.
Yeah.
Let's do something melodious.
And you say you don't like Miss V.
Cacophony.
You say Miss V is too gentle.
No, I didn't say.
Okay, it's okay. Come in.
We'll talk about that later.
I want to see us adopt a holistic approach of treating the art and entertainment, so that we have poetry, painting, all the other subfields of the arts incorporated into the major arts field that we have, music, movies and all that, so that these people will also have the platform to sell what they do. And then by saying this, I want to say that the Arts and Tourism Writers Association of Ghana is being revived. We are back, and we're going to make sure that we champion this agenda of making sure people who do poetry, painting, sculpture and all that also get a place in this art industry, not only always focusing on music and movies and all that. So we're looking forward to having a big creative art industry and a very vibrant one in 2018.
We'll
remember your words, right?
Yeah.
The dawn is here.
Yeah.
But I think that Ghanaians are not too... majority of us are not geared towards poetry and stuff. We need to imbibe that culture into
Exactly.
in fact, even the kids in school, we need to revive that kind of poetry recital, etc. Otherwise, it's not going to help us. Sometimes when you're even listening to radio and somebody wants to talk about a poem now, so
no.
that's a Ghanaian mentality.
Poetry in itself is boring.
It appeals,
but we haven't.
You need to mix.
There's this infusion. People are doing it with a bit of
with
music. You know, it's getting a bit creative. I mean, look at there's Oswald.
Nana Sase, Chief Mumi, a couple of other guys.
So it will get better. Okay, guys, thank you so much for spending. It feels like a holiday. This is the last working day in the year 2017. So it's good to have all of you leave this memory on our minds. So thank you so much for your time. Kwame Datsi is with City FM. Thank you so much. He writes usually on City FM Online. Prince Changa is head of production. He's my colleague. He's with Hits 103.9 FM. And he's the gossip king. He's the Don. Say what's in. And of course, Andrew is my co-host this morning. But he's not like me. Like, you know, he's like the other side. Except when you see him on stage at the National Theatre, then he transforms and he's,
I become
can you close this chapter for us? There we go away.
Nicholas.
Yeah, you know, as we have closing, our elders have said that the devil you have known and the angel you have not known, the two of them, they know you.
We will see you in the next chapter.
Thank you.